Hi there. You're here for your face reconstruction? Yeah? Okay, perfect. I can take you into your appointment. Okay, so can I get your first name, please? Okay, last name. Awesome. Okay. I believe everything is in order. We're going to be doing a full redo, right? Is that correct? Okay, perfect. I don't want you to worry, okay? It's not a super invasive procedure at all. We're just going to be taking some measurements and then taking some of your preferences. And once all that's noted down, then we can start with the actual procedure, okay? Okay, good. And don't worry, we're gonna be with you every step of the way, and everything is going to turn out exactly the way you wanted it. Okay. Okay, perfect. So to start off, I'm just going to have to take some measurements of your face, of your current face, so that we can have some before and after references, okay? Okay, good. So please stay still for me. I'm just gonna measure across your face right there. Okay, right down there, and down here for your lips, and both sides of your eye and your forehead up here. Okay. Okay, looks good. So we're just going to go right ahead and use this eraser, okay? It's a very powerful tool that we have created in this lab, specifically tailored to remove the human features, okay? And this is completely painless. Completely painless. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just close your eyes. And I'm just gonna get started by right there and right there, down your nose, and get rid of your mouth. And just remove that face shape. Okay. Now that we have a blank slate, we can start off with picking out your new face. Okay, so I have here some options. I have these different face shapes that we could do for you today. Okay, so we have the popular choice, which is the oval. This right here is quite popular because it's a pretty balanced shape. We have equal parts in the top and bottom regions, and it's kind of consistent all throughout. It's a little bit elongated, okay? And if we move over here for the diamond face shape, it won't completely reflect this exact shape here, but it's more of a reference to what your face is going to kind of look like in regards to like ratios. So here you can tell that it's going to be a lot more angular and that there's going to be more space between your cheekbones. And you're going to have a more narrow jaw, okay? So here, your cheekbones are going to be a little bit like farther, sticking out farther from your face. It's going to narrow down into your jaw and chin. You're going to have a little bit of a pointier chin as well as the forehead. It's going to kind of narrow out, okay? It's going to be less on the sides here, okay? Okay, so that's the diamond face shape. We have the square face shape. And this one, as you can see, is kind of similar in terms of angularity. You're going to have a very sharp jawline, However, in terms of ratios, it's going to be similar to perhaps the round. It's going to have your jaw be proportional to the rest of your face in terms of your cheekbones and forehead. This is all going to be pretty like stacked on top of each other, stacked on top of each other. Okay. So that's the square and the round face shape is, I think you can tell, following the trend of all the other ones that we've done. It's going to be a fuller face shape. So it's going to have like fuller cheeks, and it's going to be a bit more of a youthful option. It's going to be more of a youthful look. If you want to create an aesthetic that matches that, this would be a very good option to go with. Okay. So, which one out of all these would you like? Just take a second. And you want to go with the oval? Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's a very, very popular choice around here. And, you know, we can make slight adjustments to any of these. Okay, so we can do like an oval and have you have like perhaps diamond cheekbones. We can jut this out a little bit if that's something that you would like. Yeah, you would like that? Okay, perfect. So I could start off using our highly technical. See, you can see it right here. It's very highly technical. High tech point. Created right here in this lab, specially tailored to redraw facial features. Redraw. So I'm gonna take that off and let's get started. Just gonna sketch. Sketching. I'm gonna sketch that part down. And you wanted those angular cheekbones. I'm just gonna jut those out a little bit. Okay, perfect. That looks pretty good. All right, moving on, we're going to be picking your eye shape. Okay, so starting off, we have these options here. Okay, so we can go with, and again, you can do any kind of adjustments that you want. But starting off, we have this almond eye shape that's also the most popular. So that's why it's at the top. It's the most popular. It's a little bit stretched out. It's a little wide in the middle, and it comes with our standard eyelashes. The eyelashes are subject to change of about 0.5 millimeters, okay? But we could do whatever you want. We could do 0.5 smaller, 0.5 larger, but people usually go for the standard. But it's up to you, of course. All right, so here we have the almond, and then this one right here, this one right here is our big option. This one, as you can tell, it's a bit bigger, so this is going to be like pretty big on your eyes. It's going to be very like kind of protruding on your face. This is for people who kind of want more of a wow factor. Like if you really want to mesmerize people, then I guess this would be a good option to go with. It's very big, bold, beautiful. We have the small eyes. The small eyes, I think, tend to look quite beautiful with the diamond face shapes because it kind of accentuates the cheekbones the most. I think that this could be paired as a good combination. However, personally, I would avoid this one for your oval face shape. Okay, I think that it would, even though your cheekbones are still drawn out a little bit, I think it's best to avoid this one. That's just my suggestion, of course. You can do whatever you want, but in my professional opinion. The last one we have is a heavy hooded eye. A heavy hooded eye. Okay. This one is kind of like a dreamy look that we have. It's an option that's I would say it's just like you're a little bit more squinty, like you're kind of like in a hazy, like kind of attractive look. Okay, so this heavy hooded is actually something I think that the men usually gravitate towards this one, women towards these ones or this one. So, but of course, all of our options are gender neutral. So you can do whatever you want. So I'll give you a second to look at these and pick which one you want. You want heavy hooded mix between the almond. Okay, yeah, that is a very, very good option. So I can get started with that. Okay, I'm just gonna come in, and just start by sketching your eye and the bottom. Just gonna get to the iris. Okay, one eye's done. Let's go do the next one here. I'm gonna get really precise. This type of work needs a lot of hand-eye coordination, very precise details in the works. Let's get close to that iris. Okay, there we go. Okay, your eyes are looking beautiful. The next part for the eyes is going to be the eye color. Okay, now we have standard brown set for all of our procedures. However, for an extra $5,000, we can do a special edition eye color. So you can choose from these. Okay, so we have a very unique selection that you're not going to find anywhere else, right? We have this bright, almost neon blue color, this one right here. Okay, so this one would really pop, I think, with your features. This one is one of our popular ones. It's not as unique as these ones, however, it does stand out more than the normal blue, I would say. More than the normal blue. Okay, so that's option number one. And then for our second, we have this green, which is again not your typical green. It is a very bright kind of neon green. It's really good for the people who gravitate towards the big eyes. People who want the big eyes tend to want a more dramatic look, so they tend to opt for one of our unique colors. Okay, so that green, the green. Okay. And we have the purple. This gives a lot of people kind of a like a magical look. I would say people with this one look very, very, very unique. Okay. And we have this pink one, this pink one. And sometimes when the light hits it, it looks like pastel. In the dark, this one almost appears red. This one's a good one for people who kind of want a shift between the colors. Okay, this one's a good option for that. The pink. We have the orange, and this would be for the people who want something unique, but also want to keep the like origins of the brown color. Okay, so this one is in the dark, mid lighting appears to be brown, but when the light hits it, it turns into this gorgeous orange color. Okay, so there's that one. Out of these ones, are you thinking of wanting to get one of our unique selections? Yeah? Okay, sure. Which one would you like? I'll hold them out. All next to each other so you can see them all side by side, okay? Okay, so right there. Which one would you like? You would like the blue one? Yeah, that's a really, really amazing choice. Okay, this one you're going to need to keep your eyes open, okay? So it's a little bit hard, but I'm gonna need you to try your best, okay? Try your best. Okay. So hold your eyes open. This is gonna be very quick and painless. I'm just going to. Okay. Perfect. Amazing. Your eyes are very blue. Okay, moving on. Going to need something to frame those beautiful eyes of yours. So we're going to choose some eyebrows. Okay. So we're going to start off with these bushy brows. These brows tend to frame the big eyes the best because just it looks more balanced, I would say. So these are the bushy brows. We have thin. We have this thinner option. I would say the women tend to go for this one the most. We have an angular option. This kind of gives more of a stern look. It's good for people who are in the work of business or perhaps a higher position job. This can give a very stern, like commanding look. We have soft. This is less angular, more of a mix between our straight and bushy option. Okay, this is very soft, good for the round faces, best paired with the round faces if you want the more youthful look again, if that's what you're going for. And then we have straight. This one is quite good for people who have maybe more angular face, I would say. This one definitely stands out. So I'll let you look at those options. Which one would you like? Okay, you want to mix between the bushy and angular? Yeah, that's very unique. I could do that for you. Okay, so bushy and angular. Let's do that. Okay, so let me just look at my reference. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in here and sketch. Get the ends quite sharp. I'm gonna try and get the ends as sharp as possible. Okay, and the other one. Okay, that seems pretty good. I see. I'm just gonna make sure they're even. Are they even? Yeah. You know what? That's some of my best work yet, I must say. It is quite amazing. Okay. Second last. We have the lips. Okay. So this one is up for like alterations, just like all the rest, but people tend to modify this one the most. As our options are full. This is heavy top, heavy bottom, just to create a fuller lips. Okay, so that is full. We have moderate. So it's kind of as well even top, even bottom, but somewhere between the full and the thin. And then we have the thin, of course. And this one is just kind of just the bottom scale of these two. Anyways, when I was talking about alterations, I wanted to mention that some people would want perhaps a heavy top lip and less of a bottom. Some people want to go bottom heavy. Some people want, just like to mix and match. We can do a thin upper lip and a full bottom lip. We could do a moderate bottom lip and a full top lip. Of course, it's up to you. It's up to what you want. Okay, perfect. All right. So, which one out of these would you prefer? Okay, moderate with a full top lip. That is a good one. I have a special pink marker utensil tool for this one. Okay, let's get started. I'm just gonna get in there and sketch. And sketch that bottom lip. Perfect. Amazing. Okay. And then now we've gotten to our last bit. This is going to be picking out your nose. Okay. This one's quite exciting. So for this one, we have many options. Nose is very unique to everyone's face, all beautiful. So we wanted our options, our range of options to reflect that. So let's get started. We have the upturned one. The upturned nose kind of lifts up, so you kind of see a bit of the nostril. It's just kind of like, We have downturned. So obviously the tip of the nose points down. Okay. We have a button nose, which kind of curves, a little bit curves, and has the tip kind of pointing upturned as well, but perhaps a little bit more. And it's quite fleshy around this area, okay? We have the hawk. This one has a bit more of a defined bridge, I would say, perhaps a little bit wider in the middle, and it thins out in the top and bottom. Okay, this is the hawk. We have straight, straight, straight. This one, like, just goes straight down and is almost at a neutral position for the tip of the nose. Okay, so that's the straight. We have hooked nose, hooked nose, hooked nose. This has a bit of a bump in the middle, a little bit of a bump, and of course customizable. We can do the tip upturned, downturned, whatever you'd like. We have the bulbous. We have a bulbous one, which is almost like button, but it has like a shorter bridge, and this tip is more like fleshy, so more on the tip. We have two options we can do for the bridge. We can do a wide, a wide one, or a thin one. So I will let you decide. You can take a look at that. Okay, so, okay, and of course we can do, yeah, that's a good option. I think I haven't heard of that one before. But yeah, why don't we do the straight, and I can kind of mix in a bit of the button with the straight, so it's kind of fleshier in the end, but the bridge is completely straight. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that for sure. Okay, let's grab our pen and just get to sketch. And you wanted the bridge to be okay, just like a thinner. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Gotta do the tip. Okay, wonderful. You look amazing. Congratulations on your new face. Okay, so you look stunning. Thank you so much for trusting me with your new face. Okay, and we do have a 1-year warranty that you can purchase for an extra $300,000. Yeah, that'll be on top of the 1.2 million. Okay. No, I know it's all worth it for the new face. I totally understand. Okay. Well, thanks for visiting our clinic. I hope